guys, I'm Time HD, and welcome back to Quick Quips with Steven Seagal. This time, Steven Seagal is in...
Let me tell you something. You guys betrayed me. Now I'm coming for you. Fuck you.
Have you ever thought about anger management?
Yes, sir, I have, but this worked better.
Today You Die. 2005 action film. This film is also starring Treach. I believe that's his name. He's a rapper, if you didn't know him. And so, this film, I'm going to get right off the bat. I'm just going to say what I think the movie is about. So, Steven Seagal is hired to do a job. He is like kind of a Robin Hood type character, I guess. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor. They only say that at the beginning of the movie. He doesn't do anything like that through in the middle. Doesn't do any of that. He just kind of kills a lot of people. And then at the very end he does it, but only the beginning and the end of the movie did they mention that. He gets set up during the job that he did. He gets sent to prison. He makes a friend, Treach, in prison. He escapes the prison after getting a couple fights where they hid his head from the camera because clearly his stunt double was doing the actual action part of the movie, in an action movie. So he escapes prison with his friend, and then he goes to find Max and kill him because he set him up. And then, like, it doesn't seem like he's trying to even find the money. It seems like he's just trying to kill Max, right? And then there's this other, like, side plot with this, like, detective or, like, cop lady, agent lady. And there's, like, a corrupt police officer who's a villain. And he's, like, he's a side villain, but for some reason he's more prominent than the main villain of the movie. Another thing I'm going to tell you about Max. I have no idea. For 80% of the movie, no, the entire movie, I'm like, who the fuck is Max? Right? I'm like, is that Max? Is that Max? Who the fuck is that? Right? And it's like, if you're going to have a main villain in your movie, you gotta, in anything, not just a movie, in a TV show, a book, a video game, anything. If you're going to have a villain, you gotta establish the villain and not just have them be in, like, the first 20 minutes and then just don't even acknowledge their existence except from name dropping them a couple times, and then we see them at the very end of the movie. That's not how you write a villain. You're supposed to show the villain doing things to show what kind of villain they are, right? That's like writing 101. You show the villain and what he's fucking doing, or you build up the villain by showing the things that he has done, or doing anything and showing the villain fucking doing something, so you can establish them as a threat, or establish them as a rival to the protagonist. How is that so hard to understand? Because Max was not even in the fucking movie. He was in the beginning, maybe a little bit during the middle, I didn't even know that, because I didn't know who the fuck he was, and then he was right at the very end where they blew him up in a helicopter. That's not how you write a movie. That's not how you write a villain. I love villains. They're some of my favorite parts of any movie. I will say this. I love a good villain, and when a bad villain is written, it makes me mad, because they're one of the pillars of a movie. An antagonist is a thing that glues the movie together. And if you can't competently write an antagonist, you can't competently write a movie. And that shows because of all the pointless bullshit. And God, there is so much pointless bullshit in this movie. Where do I even start? Okay, so there's black magic for some reason. Steven Seagal's girlfriend or wife, I don't fucking know. She doesn't even... Also, she's pointless. She has no reason to be in the movie whatsoever. She's just kind of there, kind of to just be eye candy. she has like dreams of like weird black magic shit. They never show it to us. She just describes it, which I mean I guess that's better than showing it to us, because I feel like they would have just, I don't know. But she talks about how like Max is using black magic, or he's like a demon worshiper, or like something, like he's using magic to be like all powerful. But they never do anything with that. Like Steven Seagal just blows him up. He doesn't even fight him. He just blows up the main villain before the climax. Like what the girlfriend has no reason to be there, and the dark magic has absolutely no effect. Like the opening of the fucking movie is like a tarot card reading with like the girlfriend. Why was the tarot card reading there? I don't fucking know. Why was there any magic inclusion whatsoever if you're not even gonna fucking include it in anything? Not in a fight, not in like a story moment. You're just gonna have that be in the background. Cool, sure. Then there are just so many scenes that could have been cut out. This is a 90-minute movie, and I feel like it could have easily been like 40 minutes. I'm not even fucking with you. This movie could have been a short film if they cut out all the unnecessary bullshit from this movie. Because, so, there is, like, so many scenes that are, I think, they, like, Steven or the writers of the movie thought was funny. Like, they thought it was funny. But it wasn't funny. And it was just strange with the weird-ass, terrible editing. And it just piles on top of each other, and you're just confused, right? You're like, what the fuck was the point of that? It's like, I don't know, this movie was written by reptilians. But I'm just going to say this right now. There is a part of the movie, in the beginning of the movie, Steven Seagal drives past this fucking children's hospital and says, going out of business. And then by the end of the film, he makes enough money so the children's hospital can stay in business. And so it's okay, like, so let me get this straight. A children's hospital is going out of business. Are not enough children getting sick in this town? So to how is it, how? It's not like a fucking store, you know what I mean? It's like, how does a children's hospital go out of business? Except for, like, if they just, I don't know. I don't know. Unless, like, the company went bankrupt or something. Unless the people that owned it lost money. But I don't know how, because with the American healthcare system, every single parent in that town is going to be fucking $5,000 in debt every time their kid fucking visit that place. So they should be rolling in money like fucking the duck from DuckTales. I forgot his name, but you guys know what I mean. Shit. Scrooge McDuck. Shit. Just remembered it. But you guys know what I mean, right? Like fucking the American healthcare system... Bank. You making bank if you're working that shit. You should not be going out of business. There's a lot of sick kids, and there's a lot of kids needing to go to the hospital a lot of the time. Makes no sense. Then, there's just like, I feel like the entire cop subplot could have been cut out. It had no reason to be there, and it didn't add anything to the movie. Like, it added nothing to Steven's story. It added nothing. It wasn't entertaining. It wasn't interesting. It was fucking just nothing. It was nothing. Right, just completely cut that out. There's no reason for that to be in the movie. It's not even like the corrupt police officer who's like working with the bad guys. He doesn't even do anything. He doesn't even do anything. Like, the one villain that you have that is actually like talking and is prominent doesn't even fucking do anything. He doesn't kill anybody. He doesn't like do anything villainous except for be a dick. Like, he's just a dick. Right, and that's all he is. He's not, like, sadistic. He's not even that evil. He's just an asshole. Like, come on. Then, like, Steven, of course, he's Steven Seagal. Like, what the fuck do you expect? He doesn't do 70% of the stunts in the movie. He doesn't do barely any of the action. He thinks he's hot shit. He doesn't show any emotion. Like, you guys know the gist by now. I heard that he apparently actually beat the fuck out of a guy on set. He actually kicked the shit out of him and broke his arm for real, and that's the take that they used in the movie. And it's like, Steven, what the fuck? Are you fucking crazy? You're just gonna beat this guy up because you got rejected by some girl. or whatever. I don't remember what it was. But you're fucking crazy, Steven. You've always been crazy, and now everybody knows you're crazy because you're making fucking direct-to-DVD sequels of your movies from fucking 30, 40 years ago. Just stop. I don't want to make more of these videos. Why do you people watch these? This is torture. This movie was 90 minutes, and it felt like 2 hours to 3 hours. I am sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of the seabird that is Steven Seagal. I am sick of it. I don't know. This film was just... It wasn't the worst thing ever, but it wasn't fucking good. It was boring. It was badly written. It was badly acted. It was badly... Just everything about it was bad. And I do not... Obviously, I don't fucking recommend it. Why would I? And it's mediocre, but you guys know I fucking hate mediocre movies with a passion. I hate mediocre movies more than I hate, like, 0 out of 10 movies. I hate them so much. This movie is terrible. Would not recommend it. It's just... It's a Steven Seagal movie. It's a post-90s peak Steven Seagal movie. And let me get to the rating. So, real movie rating, probably like a 3.5. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Definitely better than some of the other shit and schlock I've seen in the Steven Seagal scene, but is that really a compliment? And Steven Seagal rating, probably like a 5. Again, not the worst thing I've seen, definitely not the best. And ironic enjoyment, I guess like a 3.5 as well, because, I mean, there is some things you can laugh at, but eventually it just becomes sad, and you just question your existence in this planet. But, okay, so, real movie rating, 3.5. Steven Seagal rating, 5, and ironic enjoyment, 3.5. That's the review. You know, guys, and, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I think I'm saying my piece. Hope you like this video. Share, friends, subscribe, set notifications on, comment below if you liked it. And this has been... Quick Quips with Steven Seagal. Why do you guys watch these videos? This is torture for me. Comment down below. Why do you put me through this torture? Why is this my most successful series? I hate these movies. And do you people just like watching me suffer? Is that it? Because I know... That's got to be a factor, right? You guys like seeing me just die inside. And I understand that because I like watching some of that stuff too. But it's not funny. It can be, actually.